The WASC meeting I did with superintendent and yourself and Chad, and you guys will talk about, we did that together. The other thing I did was I went to Sacramento last Tuesday for CSBA Legislative Action Day. I met with Kristen Olson, Senator Cannella, Senator Galgiani's staff, and Assemblyman Gray's staff. Also worked with members from Ripon, their superintendent, Gustine school board members, superintendent, Stockton school board members. Essentially looking at 4 things they wanted us to talk about: fixing the reserve cap and giving us the ability to save money again. So we lobbied fairly heavily for $7.99 Senate bill. We all talked and thanked our senators and representatives about their support for the school bond. As far as infrastructure, they say polling is looking good. That appears to be set, minus the governor getting off his seat and deciding he wants to scream. Still not clear on that. The other thing I argued for was they're talking about a TK younger children grant, and one of the things the governor's talking about doing is taking this very rapidly and throwing it downhill. And what we argued for was take a step back, take this idea, move it to a policy meeting, get it right this year. It's not a trivial issue, and then bring back a solid policy next year. If you do it rapidly and throw it downhill to us, you're going to give us something that's going to be flawed, and then we're going to get blamed for your bad legislation. Adequate funding, I got laughed at there, I guess. But again, I explained what we do with the LCFF. The impression in Sacramento is that we're getting boatloads of money, and I'm trying to explain to them PERS and STRS and 19% climbing rates and 20% climbing rates and buying computers and all these things. I mentioned the $600 million mandate commission ruling that's underfunded. They told me I'm getting bunches of money. Stop worrying. The 2 issues I took up on my own, where I specifically asked every member why we can't include special education in GAP and supplemental funding. I think that's important. There's districts out there with lots of special ed kids. They may not qualify for GAP supplemental funding. They need to be taken care of. I asked. We'll see. Probably not. And then I talked to them briefly about CSUs implementing a policy about using the CASP as a bar to get into college. Nobody there knew that. They know it now. But it was an interesting experience because everybody agreed, every single board member, every superintendent I talked to all day, all agreed that local control needs to come back local, and that it really isn't local control. And I know the public perceives it that way, but in all honesty, they give us a bunch and they take it away and handcuff us. And every single board member there and every superintendent I talked to agreed that there needs to be more local control versus the marketing aspect of it. But great day.